Hello, and happy Saturday to you. My name is Chaplain Alexander, and today I'd like to read some scripture for you found in the book of Matthew, chapter 27. And the scripture that I'm going to be reading today takes place on the Saturday, the day after Jesus sacrificed his life so you and I may have life. But it wasn't thought of that way at the time. What we're going to read is the response of the religious leaders at that time. Take a look at what they did after Jesus died on the cross. I'm going to start chapter 27, verse 62. The next day, that would be Saturday, the one after preparation day, the chief priests and the Pharisees went to Pilate. "Sir," they said, "we remember that while he was still alive, that deceiver said, 'After 3 days I will rise again.' So give the order for the tomb to be made secure until the third day. Otherwise his disciples may come and steal the body and tell the people that he has been raised from the dead. This last deception will be worse than the first." "Take a guard," Pilate answered. "Go, make the tomb as secure as you know how." So they went and made the tomb secure by placing a seal on the stone and posting the guard. Now it's obvious. These leaders, they are afraid. They're afraid of what could happen if Jesus was to return from the dead. They're afraid of what could happen. Their motive is not out of faith. Their motives are out of fear. On the other hand, on the other side, we have the disciples. What did they do on Saturday? We read in the book of Luke, chapter 23, that they rested. They observed the Sabbath. They went back to what they know. But I'm sure we've all experienced the day after a loss of a loved one. The day after can be very rough. Now, obviously, in receiving news of losing a loved one, or maybe you're there with them when they pass, it's tough. But that next day when you know that you're not going to be waking up next to them, or they're not going to be in the home with you, or that if you call them up on the phone, they're not going to answer. That's a heart-wrenching day. And I'm sure their minds are being flooded with doubt and confusion. Jesus told them over and over that he was going to change things, and here he is, dead. What's going to happen now? So they went back to the way things were. They observed the Sabbath. And then we read in John 21, after Jesus had already raised from the dead, we read that the disciples were out fishing. This was on Sunday. On Sunday, they are out fishing. They went back to what they knew. I share this with you today because I wonder, when all of this ends, when all this COVID-19 thing comes to a close, are you going to go back to the way things were? Or is your heart and your mind going to be changed for the better? Are you going to make use of the time that you have? Are you going to remember? Are you going to reflect on what God has shown you and taught you during this time? Because it's obvious. The disciples, they went back to what was easy. They went back to what they knew. I don't want to do that. So as we prepare our hearts for tomorrow, as we celebrate the rise of Jesus Christ from the dead, on this Saturday, let's think. Let's think about how we are going to respond to the best news we could ever receive, that we are free and we are free indeed. God bless and have a great day.